My name is Raven, and I've been doing a series for my book called Entropy that's coming out later this year, showing off some key pieces of art from its interior. Today we're going to be talking about this piece. Now these, if you're not familiar, are forget-me-nots. I use forget-me-not imagery quite a few times in my poetry, especially when I am talking about my hands and especially my fingertips. I talk about forget-me-nots blooming from my fingertips, and I use the imagery of plucking them from my fingertips and giving them as offerings to people that I love. There's one specific poem where I talk about how even after I've gone, that pieces of me will bloom and pieces of me will exist. And while I'm speaking of this, forget-me-nots bloom from my fingertips, and I trim them and I put them in a vase. And then I hear my significant other come in from the door, and I clean up the residue from the counter, and I turn to face them. And it talks about, it's referencing hiding your chronic illness from the people that you love and trying to turn it into something beautiful for them. Forget-me-nots are kind of literally, please don't forget me. Please don't forget me. I always thought they were a really pretty flower with kind of a bittersweet name to them. But I use them quite literally in my book as like these sweet little offerings of, please don't leave me behind just because I can't keep up anymore. Please don't think I'm unworthy anymore just because I've changed. Please still love me even though I bloom differently. In fact, I will still bloom for you even if it's painful for me to do so. I use a lot of flower imagery in my book. Usually when I talk about, my uterus and my internal organs, I use a lot of flower imagery, but particularly forget-me-nots when I am begging people to still love me regardless of how I've changed. Entropy is up for pre-orders, so if you're interested, it is there, and it comes out later this year.